from holiday break, so we're gonna continue our nutrition class for this project. I just want to make a disclaimer that whatever we do here is just for education purposes, and I'm not promoting any certain or specific product or equipment. So just be aware of that. Thank you. And so our topic for today is about maintaining healthy weight. Just part one, because I think next week will be another speaker about maintaining healthy weight. So we will be discussing the importance of maintaining healthy weight, recognize the factors of overweight and obesity, the knowledge on the BMI standards for Asians and how to track them. At the end of the slide or our presentation, we will be able to go to a specific website where you can put in your height and weight and your age and your activity, so you can calculate approximately how much calories you're supposed to have in a day. Discuss mindful eating to help in weight management, and compare portions of rice and noodle consumption and its alternatives. I brought the sample here, so later on you will be able to pass it around and see for yourself. Okay. What is healthy weight? So healthy weight is necessary for overall health and can prevent and control many diseases and conditions. This can be achieved by maintaining healthy eating, physical activity, optimal sleep, and stress reduction. So all of these factors affects our healthy weight. Why health is important? Because it reduces your risk of developing serious health conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, gallstones, sleep apnea and breathing problems, certain cancers, low quality of life, mental illness, and osteoarthritis. Overweight and obesity, anything that is weight that is higher than what is considered healthy for a given height. So specifically, let's say I am 5 feet, within 10% above and lower of that, 5 feet is the ideal body weight is 100 pounds. So it should be 110 up to 90 pounds is the ideal body weight.
For 5
feet. 100.
Do you count for age?
That can also be considered. It can be some, but that's basically just the basic. But those are compounding factors that you can also consider for the age. So obesity is a complex disease. What are the causes of these? Like we mentioned before, food, activity, and sleep. That's the #1 causes of obesity. Social determinants of health, such as the environment. If they don't have enough access to a healthy food, like they're very far in buying healthy grocery items, poor living conditions, they're not able to afford foods that are healthy enough. Genetics. So there are some variants in genes that may contribute to obesity. Sometimes, regardless, how much less calories they eat, they still their build is still obese. And also illnesses such as Cushing's disease, which is a hormonal disorder, and medications. So these are the different causes of obesity. So BMI is a screening tool for overweight and obesity. Just be cautious. We don't measure the direct fat, how much you have in your body, but it correlates with more direct measures of your body fat obtained from, there's some equipment that can be used, like the skin fold thickness, they would measure it, bioelectrical impedance, underwater weighing, and etc. So those are some equipments that can measure your body fat. It is considered as weight in kilograms divided by the height in meters squared. So later on, if you have your cell phone, you will go to the website where we can put in um, your own height and weight, so you can determine how much BMI you have. So BMI for Asians and Asian Americans. So the ones that I encircled, those are the BMI for the Asians. And the National Institute of Health on the my right side is considered it's the national standard. So the other one is considered for Asians because those 23 to 26.9 BMI, some studies say that even though they are below the normal compared to the NIH standard, most of them have prevalence of heart disease or diabetes or those other conditions, chronic illnesses. So that's why we kind of lower the standard versus the national ones, because the Asians are usually petite, so they lower the amount of the BMI cutoff for Asians. So if you are less than 18.5, it is below the healthy range. 18.5 to 22.9, your weight is within healthy range. So you have to just continue exercising and eating healthfully. If you are 23 to 26.9, it is above healthy range, so you are at risk. And if you are more than 27, it is further, at risk of other chronic diseases. So I also incorporated this weight loss tracker. So I think every week you measure your weight. So this one is something like a tool that you can use to how you can track your weight. This is an app in a phone that you can use. You can download them. It's called Weight Loss Tracker. So this app is free. So it can be helpful when you put in your height and weight, your weight goals. It can help you monitor, what's your percentage weight loss, analyze it, or synchronize it based on your activities, or how much goal you wanted to be at the end of the year or something. So that's the content of that. See, it shows the red and the green numbers. So how much points or how much pounds you lost or gained. So that's how it is. So it also calculates your BMI as well. Okay, so when you are weighing yourself, consistency is very important. Weigh at the same time every same time of the day, so that it's always the same. Preferable in the morning, because if you do it at nighttime, you already consume your meals for the day. You already do other things. So or after using the restroom, that's the best way to weigh yourself. You have to also use a reliable weighing scale. Hopefully it's calibrated to zero, not just like before the zero, because it's not really the correct way of measuring it. And use the same scale, because if you use different scale, they might, have a different points or discrepancy of that. Weigh naked.
The scale in the doctor's office always weighs more, I can just tell you that.
Because we wear
have your
gloves,
shoes
our
and
shoes
everything.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think 10 pounds more.
Yeah.
So wear same thing every time when you are weighing yourself, so it doesn't have a really large discrepancy. So next will be food and mood tracker to identify your food triggers. So it can assist you to become aware of your psychological cues that causes you to eat. It helps you understand the factors that contribute to your eating habits to help you control of the type, amount, and frequency of the foods you consume. You will able to determine what are you satisfying. Are you satisfying your physical hunger or your psychological need? So, why are we eating?
When you're hungry. If you feel hungry, that's the time you eat.
Yes, that's correct. So what is mindful eating? It is a mindfulness to reach a state of full attention to your experiences, cravings, and physical cues when you are eating. It involves paying closer attention to your food and how it makes you feel about it. Okay? So, mindful eating involves change the automatic thoughts and reactions with more conscious and health-promoting responses. These are the ways that you can do that. Eat slowly and without disruption. So avoid, watching TV or using cell phone, right? Identify physical hunger cues and non-hunger triggers for eating. Develop awareness of your experiences and feelings about food. Engage senses when eating, such as color, the smell, the sounds, and the texture and the flavor, so you're able to enjoy what are you eating. Eat to maintain overall health and well-being, not just for leisure or for fun. Notice the effects of the food it has on your feelings and your body. Does it make you feel full already, or and you just keep on eating, right? And then number one, and the last but not the least, appreciate your food. Okay. Then the next slide will be showing you the food and mood tracker.
I've heard that you shouldn't be eating in front of the TV
Yes.
because you won't notice how much you're eating,
Yes. Correct. Yes. Yeah.
especially if you're eating snacks.
Yeah.
The whole body.
That's a very good point, because when you're eating, you're distracted, you're not paying attention, you're just your attention is in what you're watching, not on what you eat. So that's why it's really not encouraged to eat while watching TV. So this one is a food and mood tracker. I think last couple of weeks it was distributed to you. So this is it's gonna give you the guidelines. What are you need to do if you wanted to track your intake? It will give you the time. Let's see.
You got this handout the last time you were here. Yeah, good.
You did.
So it gives you you can write down the time of what meal that you eat or what meal you consume, the type and the food of the drink, the quantity of the this one. It's too small. So the food and the quantity of that you are consuming, where you are at. Are you at home? Are you at your work desk? Are you in a restaurant? Who with you when you are eating? Are you eating alone? Are you eating with your coworkers? Are you eating kind of hungry, or are you stressed? You know, you write down what are you eating on each column, and what was your mood. So what was your mood? On the first page, it gives you the selections of different moods that you have. If you're angry, anxious, bored, excited, focused, happy, overwhelmed, relaxed, or sad. So that is what you're going to put on the food mood tracker. And what was your level of hunger or fullness? So if you're on this example, for breakfast, this person eats oatmeal, skim milk, and banana. So the level of hunger this person has is 3. And then after eating, what is the level of hunger? It turns into 5. So I think the 5 and the 6 are the, let's see. The 5 and the 6 is the, you know, our goal when you are after eating. Okay? And then if you notice on the sample, the type of the meal at 7:30 p.m., the type of the food, the quantity of the food that was eaten, 2 12 ounces of beer, 1 bag of low-fat popcorn, even though it's considered healthy. Where you are at, or where you drink. This is at home, and this is alone in front of the TV, and the mood was relaxed. So, but what happened, the level of hunger is already 5, and then he ended up, you know, still consuming it, and at the end, the fullness is at 8. So you're stuffed and you are starting to feel uncomfortable. So you don't want to do that. So you have, this is very helpful so that you know, are you going to still to eat, you know, even if it's for fun or not. So this way you're just not dieting. At least you're kind of aware of how much you have consumed already, right? So, let's go to another discussion. This is about the rice and noodle portion. So I will circle this is from the CDC website. So we're just focusing on the pasta and the rice because this is what the common for Filipinos that we always consume, right? The portion, the serving size for that is about 1/3 cup. What I have here is the portion of a 1/4 cup and a 1 cup. So, you can pass around so you can, yeah. So 1/3 cup is about in between of those measurements.
You're kidding.
So that's
Is that per meal?
That's 1/3.
Maria.
1/3 is the smaller one.
So the small one is 1/4. The bigger one is 1/2. So the 1/3 is in between of those measurements. That's the. I'm not saying it's per meal. I'm not saying it's per meal. It's just we're just talking about the portion. Later on, when we go to the calories that we have, we will see how much you can have in a day. Okay? So you're able to kind of play around with it.
Maria, can you talk about the difference between brown and white rice?
I'm sorry.
Can you talk about the difference between? Shh.
Is this serving per meal?
No, we're just talking about the portion.
Yeah.
We're just talking about the portion. You can have 2/3 of that.
1/2
So-
and 1/4, 1/2.
So 1/3 is only one portion. but you can do it like, it depends on the calories that you have, the calculated or estimated needs on you know.
Okay.
So the brown rice and the white rice, the difference for that is almost, the portion of the amount of that is the same calories, but it's just because the brown rice is less processed, there's more fiber in there, so it's more beneficial in your blood sugar compared to white rice that's already been processed and, you know, all the nutrients and the fiber has been taken away. So that's why it's just really beneficial to have the brown rice. Alright. So the low carb rice alternatives. So like last presentation we have the cauliflower rice. So it has only 4 grams of carbs. That regular rice it has 15 grams. The 1/3 it has 15 grams of rice, carbohydrates already. So you see the difference is 4 carbs versus the 15 grams of carbohydrates from the regular portion of the rice is really huge. Okay. And then you can also make the cauliflower rice. So, you know, 1 serving of that is 20 calories. Parsnip rice, this one can be made into parsnip rice as well. Rice mushroom, it's hard to make it, you know, do it in the spiralizer, but you can, you know, chop it or you can use the chopper. You can do that as well. And then this is a miracle noodle or shirataki rice. It has 10 calories, it has 3 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber. This is actually made from a konjac root, or they called it as konnyaku potato. I think it's made from Japan. Same thing with the better than rice. It's made of konjac root as well. It's just different brand. Low carb, other low carb rice alternatives is the rice cabbage. If you know that you can just julienne the cabbage, or if you have like those cheese slicer, you can you know, just slice the cabbage with that, and it will be very fine. You can also do the zucchini rice. Actually, you can do, you know, the same thing what we did to the cauliflower rice. Today we will show you the how is it look like if it's spiralized. So this is our other low carb pasta alternatives. We have the spaghetti squash, and then the other spiralized vegetables you can do zucchini, carrots, cucumber, cabbage, and onion. And then other alternatives also are eggplant lasagna, cauliflower couscous, sprouts, those soybean sprouts or bean sprouts, you can also use that. And the shirataki was made as noodles. So,
For the cauliflower couscous, you combine the cauliflower and couscous?
no, you can just make the cauliflower as a couscous itself. Yeah. So basically, you're just kind of eating like a vegetable salad, you know, like it has a different form, yeah, compared to the traditional salads that we are used to. So that's my presentation. So choose your foods like your life depends on that. So okay. So that's all for now. And then so regarding the BMI. If you have your cell phone, we can go to the and type in this website. Do you guys have your cell phone with you? So we can enter your BMI. It's what's the website? It's BMI calculator, calculator.net slash BMI. Just maybe you can type in BMI calculator and you can go from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody wants to volunteer how they do that? Yes. BMI calculator, it will, you just put in your height and your weight and your age. Yes, and that's all.
Which one?
You go to
Yeah.
calculator. Uh-huh. Are you? Age. Is it the age?
I was rushing.
So,
Use my
so our BMI will change depending on our weight, correct?
Yes, yes. So
I wanted to.
her BMI is different from you. I can just example here myself. Okay, so here I entered my 5 feet, and I think it's better.
So on the weight, are we entering the desirable weight or
You're entering your own weight.
the weight
Say
for
your,
the?
your current weight right now. Yeah. So maybe you want to, I don't know if anybody wants to disclose their BMI. You want to disclose
I'm
your
obese. I am too.
You are.
That's why.
So that one, that BMI calculator will help you, determine which BMI are you.
For Asians.
Well, for Asians, we already gave you the range for the Asians. So it's lower than the standard ones. So because remember, Asians are more petite than the other ones.
It's asking for age and gender.
Yes. Yes, you
So you
have.
go,
Yes.
you go on both.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to lose a lot of pounds.
So that's why we wanted to, we're educating,
We're okay.
yeah. Okay. So, and then also, I would like you to go to a website where it suggests how much calories can you're supposed to have based on your age and I think based on your activities. Okay, so if you want to determine how much calories is recommended based on your age and your activities, go to another website. Oh, MyPlate.
My plate?
myplate.gov/myplate-plan.
My plate.
myplate.gov/then myplate-plan. Plan. PLAN. So, I went there this morning and I placed my my height, my weight, my activities, if I moderate to, how much activity I have. And it gives me 1,800 calories for a day. And this is what it distributes for that 1,800 calories per day. It recommends, based on the food groups, it recommends 1.5 cups of fruits, 2.5 cups of vegetables, 6 ounces of grains, 5 ounces of protein, and 3 cups of dairy. So on the next page of that, it gives you the goal you know, it listed all the food groups